Okay, now we have chapter 35, which is alternately titled, in the drop-down box it's Show Off Your Skills, and it's also called The Mysterious Masked Boy. Okay. Author's note, it's time to end the Mother 3 ask, with the longest chapter until now. I swear every other chapter he talks about it being the longest chapter until... whatever. With the longest chapter until now. The new goal for this fanfic is it's to reach 100 reviews before it reaches the 50th chapter. This is getting fun and interesting. I wonder if he knew at this stage the extent of his madness, that he was truly going to write a story that included 220 chapters and 4,061,129 words, apparently. So, yeah. Perhaps this was his vision all along. Perhaps indeed. Well, and while we're on the subject of goals, I may as well say that the reason that I have been uploading at an alarming frequency is because I'm trying to reach part 250 by the end of May, because I think it's the end of May, because that's the 1-year anniversary of me starting this this series. I had a lot of breaks in between, but I'm trying to make up for lost time, and I'm going to try and reach part 250 by May. Perhaps then I can get it done within a at least somewhat reasonable span of time. Okay, and let's continue. Read, enjoy, and review. Okay, chapter 35, The Mysterious Masked Boy. Pork Bean Highway, Thunder Tower, first floor. What shall we do now? Lucas asked. Climb the tower and ignore their trouble. Easy, Duster answered. If I remember correctly, the bomb is in 1 hour until the explosion, Kumatora said, surprised. We need to run now! Unfounded revenge. Smashing Song of Praise. Fuck you! They entered to the next room. Songs of Praise, my favourite ecumenical TV show. They entered to the next room, and they found little enemies with batteries on their heads. PK Fire Alpha! Lucas and Chris shouted, and they fired the fire from their hands. The little battery enemies exploded, and they continued further inside. Commander, I see you saw our experiments attacking without reason, a pig mask said as they were running away. The pig mask made a confused face, and he walked away. A robot that was looking like an iPod blocked their path. This will be a 2008 era iPod, mind you. Looking like an iPod blocked their path. Lucario, it's your turn to act, Chris said. Lucario's left hand glowed, and he used a quick force palm, destroying the robot in the process. Good job, Chris said as they were running. And more enemies, like before, blocked their ways. PK Love Alpha! Lucas yelled, and various explosions and lasers came from nowhere, and the robots were destroyed. 5 little battery enemies appeared from behind some pillars, and they lunged at Boney. They started to laugh, and they were surrounded by volts of electricity, and Boney whined in pain. Duster used his scary mask to scare the batteries away. They screamed in terror, and they started to run away. Okay, PK Fire Beta! Kumatora yelled, and a stronger fire came from her hands, and the batteries were incinerated. So wait, I mean, if they're concerned about, you know, the experiments and the welfare of the animals that were used to conduct them, and if they were running away and they weren't going to attack anymore, why'd you kill them? You know, just let them leave, let them live lives, even as deformed monsters. They're still sentient beings. The batteries were incinerated. It's like, I woke up at about 8 o'clock. I went to bed at about midnight. I'm not having fun. You know, it's not that, it's a lot, I don't know, I've just had a succession of late nights and early mornings, and then I was hoping to get about 10 hours sleep, but I didn't. I woke up at an inconvenient time. You don't care, whatever. You don't care, nobody. More of them? Popo asked, annoyed when he saw little robots with moles' heads as their bodies. He and Nana nodded to each other, and they started to spin in their feet, using Squall Hammer. The mole's robots were hit by the hammers, and they exploded. Keep up the good work, Commander, a pig mask said, walking away while he was writing something in a notepad.
Look, I can see a ladder leading to the next floor,
Nana said, pointing to a red ladder. Okay. What is a poster of DCMC doing here? Duster asked. He was glancing to a poster of DCMC. There was also 5 dolls of him and DCMC above a table. Why don't he just tell the... Oh yeah, so the scary womanizing pig mask is back. Why did he just tell him that he's the former bassist of DCMC? You know, that'll get him to leave him alone, won't it?
Ha! Do you think I'd leave defeated and never return, right? Wrong!
The scary womanizing pig mask was blocking the ladder, but he was wearing a grey armor this time, so that he could defeat them.
Then we have no choice but to use...
Popo took Lucario's hat out from his head, and showed it to the scary womanizing pig mask.
The hat power!
Popo said proudly of himself. I can't attack again. The scary womanizing pig mask was paralyzed again. Beat him up, Chris ordered, fighting fucking dirty, and all of them lunged at him. Various PK fires, punches, kicks, bombs... What the fuck? What? You okay?
Do you want some attention? Maybe in a minute. Right now, I have to finish reading this part.
Okay, okay, punches, kicks, bombs, PK thunders, ice attacks, and aura spheres were being used many times at him, comically. This time they finished him without any problem, even if he was using an armor. Long live the Pig Mask Army, the scary womanizing pig mask said before vanishing. Hat power rules, Popo said, holding the DCMC hat. Nana rolled his eyes at the response of her partner. She fucking physically grabbed his eyes and rolled them around. You shouldn't do that. Damage him. And here goes the next floor. Duster was interrupted. Stop! A voice said behind of them. It was Yokuba. Then he looked at Lucas. You're not the command... Oh, dear. You're not the commander. You're that brat Lucas from 3 years ago who attacked me with that Drago. Oops, Lucas said sarcastically. But you're not going to escape this time. I don't know what the fuck that is. Nuehehehe. Yokuba said, eating a banana and throwing the peel away. Don't fucking litter. It's fucked up. After a moment of silence, the group quickly climbed the red ladder in a hurry. After them, Yokuba ordered the pig masks, but there wasn't anyone with him, and he looked around. Pig masks, I've said, after them, he said, pointing to the ladder. Thunder Tower, long red staircase. What is it, Metal Gear Solid? I don't know, I just remember the one in Snake Eater, the ladder that you had to climb for about 6 hours. Our 8 heroes got rid of their uniforms. Nana sighed in relief. More fucking clothes changing, I guess. Looks like there's no turning back now, Kumatora said. We have to hurry up to the top, Duster said. All of them nodded and they started to run in the long red staircase. Don't tell me those screws are alive too, Chris said as he saw a swarm of living red screws approaching to them.
Since they're tiny, why we don't kick them?
Popo asked. Everyone thought for a moment, and they nodded. They started to run again. I thought they were going up a ladder. Oh, staircase. Apparently it's a staircase now. They started to run again while kicking the screws out of the way. 20 minutes later. Just how long is this staircase? Lucas asked, panting.
The next floor, it's just above us, Lucas,
Popo said, pointing to the next floor. Lucas made an upset face, and they climbed the next ladder. Okay, fine. I'm sorry, Cat. I'll be there in 1 moment.